Hey guys, Rex Overdrive here with another movie review, and this time we're talking about Underworld Blood Wars. And I honestly had no idea that this was the 5th movie in the Underworld franchise. Like, they're still making these movies? And I remember watching the first Underworld movie several years ago. I mean, we're talking like 5 to 10 years ago. But I kind of had a fun time with that movie. That movie kind of had elements of like Blade and The Matrix, but it was overall kind of a fun movie. But in Underworld Blood Wars, Selene, played by Kate Beckinsale, must fend off attacks from the Lycans and the vampire faction that betrayed her in the past. And also in there is a quest for her daughter, who possesses a rare blood type since she's both Lycan and vampire, but nobody knows where she is. And I went into this movie completely blind. I didn't watch any of the trailers for this movie, but I saw the first 2 Underworld movies. I remember enjoying the action sequences in those movies, seeing the vampires and the Lycans fight in those movies. I really remember those aspects being really entertaining, but I didn't have any expectations for this movie whatsoever. There was like 0 bar set for this movie for me. This movie was dog shit. And I mean, I guess you could say the costumes and set designs are okay in this movie, but it really doesn't do any one thing in particular well. There's so much exposition in the first half of this movie. It's literally people standing in rooms talking most of the time, but this movie's edited poorly, and the action sequences were so underwhelming, and that's the one sliver of hope I had. Going into an Underworld movie, I'm not expecting great dialogue or a great story. Just give me some badass action sequences, but you couldn't even deliver that. And these are the kind of movies that come out in January, or commonly known as the Hollywood dumping ground. I mean, you do get some Oscar contenders in there, you know, they go wide release during January a lot of the times, but these are the action blockbusters that come out in January. In this movie, they also try and retell certain events from the previous Underworld movies, and guess how they do that? They have the vampires suck on each other's blood, and they have a vision, a flashback vision. So every 15 minutes you have a vampire sucking on another vampire's wrist or neck, or I don't know what they suck on, but they try and use that to drive the narrative of the story. It does not work. The characters in this movie are bland. The action sequences are boring, and this movie is just kind of forgettable on every level. So with all that said, I'm going to give Underworld Blood Wars a D. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you're new to the channel, please click that subscribe button and check off notifications. That way you can stay up to date on all future videos. I'm Rex Overdrive. I'll see you next time.